All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving headfirst into a high-stakes technological crisis, one that pushed the world's most powerful intelligence agency right to the absolute brink. We're talking, of course, about the world of Dan Brown's thriller, Digital Fortress. So, let's set the scene. We're deep inside crypto, the NSA's most secret, most advanced facility. And right now, an emergency is unfolding, and I mean a real emergency. Those are the words of Commander Trevor Strathmore, the NSA's Deputy Director of Operations. Now, you gotta understand, this is a guy who does not throw the word emergency around. In the super-secret world of the NSA, this is basically the apocalypse alarm going off. And you see this right here? This is the reason for all the panic. A single encrypted file. Yeah, it just looks like a total mess of random letters and numbers, right? But this one file has completely, utterly stumped the NSA's ultimate weapon. For more than 15 hours now, the NSA's code-breaking supercomputer has been hammering away at this thing and nothing. It still can't crack it. Now, to really get why that's so terrifying, you first have to understand the sheer power of the machine we're talking about. So, what is this machine? And why is a 15-hour stall a complete catastrophe? Let's talk about TRANSLTR, the NSA's universal key. Okay, so you have to think back to the late 20th century. A brand new digital arms race was kicking off. As email exploded, regular people, you and me, suddenly had access to really powerful encryption. Our private conversations could finally be, well, private. The NSA's old methods of just guessing keys, that could take years. They needed something better. They needed a master key for everything. And this was their answer. It's called TRANSLTR. We're talking about a nearly $2 billion beast with 3 million processors working together. It was built to be 1 million times faster than any other computer on the planet. And it had one job and one job only: to break any code, instantly. So here's the bottom line. With TRANSLTR, there were no more secrets. It was the universal code breaker. A process that used to take years was now done in minutes. It gave the NSA this godlike view of global intelligence. No secret was safe, period. But every powerful weapon eventually creates an equally powerful enemy. And that's where Ensei Tankado comes in. Now, Ensei Tankado wasn't just some random programmer. He was a superstar at the NSA, a certified genius who actually helped build TRANSLTR. But he grew to see his own creation not as a tool for keeping people safe, but as this instrument of mass surveillance, a total violation of a basic human right: privacy. And this really gets to the heart of the whole conflict, doesn't it? On one side, the NSA saw TRANSLTR as this essential tool to stop terrorists and protect the country. But on the other side, Tankado saw it as a dangerous weapon against our right to privacy. I mean, wow, that is a debate that is more relevant today than ever before. So, after they fired him for speaking out, Tankado made this chilling promise. He was now on a mission to create a lock that not even the NSA's master key could ever open. And his solution? It was a revolutionary algorithm he called Digital Fortress, the unbreakable lock. Okay, so the secret sauce behind Digital Fortress is this wild concept called a rotating clear text function. It was purely theoretical until now. Here's how it works in simple terms. Even if a supercomputer like TRANSLTR guesses the right key, the decoded message just keeps changing. So the machine finds the answer, but it has no way of knowing it's the right answer. It just thinks it's another failure and keeps guessing, forever. It's a classic paradox, kind of like the story of Bigelman's safe. You've got an inventor who designs a completely unpickable safe. Awesome, right? But then, to keep his blueprints secret, where does he lock them? You guessed it, inside the one and only unpickable safe he just built. The key is literally locked inside the box. And that is exactly what Tankado did with his program. He encrypted the formula for Digital Fortress using Digital Fortress itself. He created this perfect, unbreakable loop. He basically proved his code was unbreakable by daring the NSA to break it. And for the last 15 hours, they've been failing spectacularly. Which brings us right back to the crisis unfolding right now. See, Tankado's original plan was to auction off the passkey to Digital Fortress to the highest bidder, which would blind global intelligence forever. But then, everything changed.
Because this morning, Ensei Tenkadata was found dead in Seville, Spain. The creator of information anarchy is gone.
But Tenkado was smart. He had an insurance policy. He gave a copy of the passkey to an anonymous partner, someone lurking in the shadows. And this is where it becomes the NSA's absolute worst nightmare. If this partner finds out that Tenkado is dead, they're not going to sell the key. Nope, they're going to release it to the entire world for free. Instantly, everyone gets unbreakable encryption. So, the rules of this twisted game are simple. The partner is only known by the codename North Dakota, and they have a dead man's switch. If anything happens to Tenkado, they blame the NSA and release the key. Well, now Tenkado is dead, and the NSA has to find this ghost before the news gets out and unleashes total information anarchy on the world. So now the NSA is caught in this desperate, high-stakes, covert race against the clock, and it all boils down to one terrifying question that drives this whole thriller. How do you find a ghost before he breaks the world? And maybe more importantly, in an age where everything is digital, what's the real price of a secret?